Hello. We are in Unit 3, Module 1. This is Session 6. The name of this home connection is Thinking About Fractions. It is a two-pager. If I were you, I would put your name and class number at the top to make sure you get credit for doing all this work. Problem 1. I'm going to try to set this up visually, but I'm going to let you answer this question, okay? Rico's dad brought home 2 pizzas that were exactly the same size. I'm going to do my best to draw 2 pizzas that look pretty close to the same size. And I'm not a perfect drawer of circles, but I'm going to do my best. Those are okay. Well, that one's smaller, but that's okay. Now, the pepperoni pizza was cut into 6 equal pieces. So I could do that would be half, and then something like this. Okay, that's 6 pieces. Okay. The cheese pizza was cut into 12 equal pieces. So if I did maybe something like that, and then I cut each of those in half. Okay. Rico's little brother, Luis, ate 2 pieces of pepperoni pizza. So he ate 2. Let's say he ate these 2 here. Oh wait, no, that's the, it should have been the pepperoni pizza. Here we go. He ate 2 pieces of pepperoni. So that'd be this one and this one right here. His big sister Carlotta ate 4 pieces. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And Luis started crying because he thought Carlotta got more pizza than he did. But Carlotta said they got exactly the same amount of pizza. And you have to figure out who was right, Luis or Carlotta. Now, I drew it out, and you could probably guess the answer to this problem. But another way, since we've been working with egg cartons, let me see if I can get this page out here. See if this helps here. One way I could look at it is I could think of this as the pepperoni. I could think of this one as the cheese. Okay? And we said that this one was cut into 6 pieces. So this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then this one was cut into 12 pieces. So that would be all of them, right? So all 12 pieces show there. And then if I gave Carlotta 8, let's see, Luis ate 2 pieces of pepperoni, so that'd be these 2. And then Carlotta ate 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Looks pretty similar to me, right? So that's one way that you could think of this, but I'm going to let you answer it. And then if you want a different explanation down below, please do. Vincent says that 1/4 or 1/4 is bigger than 1/3 because 4 is more than 3. Do you agree with Vincent? Yes or no? And you can sketch it to explain your answer. Personally, I like the idea of maybe thinking in candy bars, right? Because sharing it makes a lot of sense. So I'm going to go back to my egg diagram, but we're going to pretend that this is a candy bar. Pretend that this is like a Hershey bar, like one of those chocolate bars you break up. Well, Vincent says that 1/4 is bigger than 1/3. Well, let's split this into 1/4. Okay, so this would be a 1/4, 1/4, 1/4, 1/4. Okay, so this amount here is 1/4. Okay, now let's take your Hershey bar over on this side and split it into thirds. So we have 3 equal pieces. Notice that there's 4 in each section. So each one of these is 1/3, 1/3, 1/3. Okay, and so if I have 1/3 of a candy bar, you can see the difference here. Here I would have 3. Here I have 4. Now, according to this, Vincent says that 1/4 is bigger than 1/3 because 4 is more than 3. However, what did we decide here? Do we think that 1/4 is bigger, or do we think that 1/3 is bigger? Okay, and I'm going to let you answer that question on your sheet. Draw it out if you want. That always helps me, okay? As I move into question number 3, Talia says that 1/3 and 2/6 are equivalent fractions. Do you agree with Talia? Well, I tell you what, you might know off the top of your head, but maybe you would rather sketch it out. Let's do that. Let's split this one into thirds. because this would be 1/3, this would be 1/3, this would be 1/3, because there's 3 equal groups. And then let's split this one into sixths. Okay, so each one of these is 1/6. Okay. It's a little loud out in the hallway, I apologize. So, 1/3. Let's cover 1/3. That'd be these 4. Let's cover 2/6. 1/6, 2/6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do you agree with Talia? I'm going to let you decide. Okay. And then if you wanted to name another fraction that is equivalent to 1/3, I'm going to give you a big hint here. I would split it up into 12 pieces to figure out the equivalent. Okay? So in other words, we know that 1/3 from this sheet looks just like this. What's another name for 1/3? Okay? We could split this all into 12 pieces and then count. We could also leave it into sixths and then count that many. Okay? I'm going to let you decide how you want to answer that question. There's 2 pretty good answers. Okay? By the way, if you ever need to pause this video, go for it if you want to draw it out and work through it on your own. Okay? In a 12-egg carton, 1/6 equals 2 eggs. Use the grids below to help you imagine and draw cartons where 1/6 is 3 eggs. Ooh, goodness. Well, let's draw 3 eggs. 1, 2, 3. And let's put a box around it. We're going to say that that is 1/6. So if that's 1 of 6, right? If this is 1 of 6, that means I need another one, another one, another one, another one, and another one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There should be 6 of these. So I'm going to draw another one next to it, 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 and finally a 6th one there. So I have 6 sections, but only one of them is filled because it says 1/6 is 3 eggs. Okay? Now this is where it's going to get a little tricky, because when it says 5/6 is 25 eggs, that means 5 of the 6 groups is 25. What's 5 times 5? 25, right? So maybe we have an interesting carton where we have to have 25 in 5 groups. So maybe that is 5 of them. But if we are going to do 25, that's where it's going to take me a little bit to draw it. But I think once you see it, you'll understand exactly what I mean. So we have 5 out of 6 groups equals 25. So this is 5 groups of 5 eggs. So I'm going to isolate all of these. Okay? And that takes me a little while. Sorry if that scratchy pen bothers your ears. But I need you to see that they're individual. Like there are, I got to make this line thicker here. I want you to see that there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 groups. That adds up to 25, which means I'm missing how many groups if there's supposed to be 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That means there's one group that has none selected. So my carton of eggs would look like this, because I have 5 of the 6. Each of those 5 have 5, which is my 25. That is a tough, tough question. If you nailed that one, good for you. If you struggled with it, I'm glad you tried to wrestle with it. That is called productive struggle. How did you decide on the sizes of the cartons for A and for B? Well, for me, I looked at the number of eggs and compared it to the number of pieces that we had. Right? So I decided on the carton of eggs using the knowledge that we had. 3 eggs in 1 of 6 groups. 3 eggs in 1 of 6 groups. And then when I looked at this, I said there are 25 eggs in 5 out of 6 groups. So I did 5 groups, or 6 groups, excuse me, but only 5 of them had 25 eggs. okay? And you can write that in whatever words you would like down below, okay? A little bit longer video, but I'm glad we had a chance to go through it. If you have questions about fractions, it is essential that you ask. Ask someone in your family that's comfortable with math. You could ask somebody at school, like your teacher, because they love to answer questions. Anytime you feel uncomfortable about what you're doing in math, go ahead and ask, okay? We love questions. Check you later.